אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה בקש. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה בקש. שבתי, שבתי בבית אדוני, שבתי, שבתי כל ימי חיי. Now you're gonna sing along because we have words that are gonna be held up behind me right now. One thing I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. One thing I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה בקש. One thing I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life.
That was so nice. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. All of our friends can turn on their cameras, pop onto the screens here. You heard the beautiful words starting our Shabbat service, Achat Sha'alti, from Psalm 27, because we are officially in the month of Elul. The month of Elul, E-L-U-L. Elul is the month leading up to Tishrei, another month. And in Tishrei, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Simchat Torah, all of them in that same month. Tired just saying it all. So, but we got to say Achat Sha'alti every day as we lead up to the high holidays. And so we just did it. Well, we didn't do it. I mean, Cantor Sarah did, which was fabulous. The whole Freudenberger crew. Peter's doing great in the corner there. Girls were great with the signs. It was totally phenomenal. So we are coming to you live into your living rooms or into your kitchens or wherever you are. We are so thrilled to be with you on this fine Shabbat. So hug people next to you and wish them Shabbat Shalom. Give them big hugs. Hugs for everyone. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. We are in these weeks leading up to the high holidays, we are honoring different parts of our congregation. And tonight we're honoring SLJ, School for Living Judaism. And so we have a bunch of our families from SLJ. We actually have our Vice President of Education from our Board of Directors on here, Rabbi Rubinoff, with us to celebrate SLJ and our Shabbat for SLJ. So if you don't mind, we'll go sort of in anyone who wants to, I'll call you out, and then I'll call you out, and then you'll jump on, say who you guys are, introduce yourselves, all the people in the Zoom room, tell us who you are, and maybe what grades you're in, so that we get all the SLJ grades correct. So let's do, you know what, let's start with the Nottinghams, because Marin is becoming a bat mitzvah tomorrow at 10 a.m. At Congregation B'nai Israel, actually in the building of Congregation B'nai Israel. We have all these requirements and all this craziness for, taking care of the pandemic, but we're doing it in the building with lots of precautions, and we're excited to celebrate with her and the whole family. So please, nodding hands, introduce yourselves to us.
I'm Marin. I'm in 7th grade now, and this is Jakey, and he's he's in 6th grade.
Nice.
No,
I'm Pam.
Hi,
My husband,
I'm Dean.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Well done, Nottingham's. That was perfect. Everyone do that. That was perfect. That was perfectly done. Nice. Okay, let's go alphabetically. So Kodash family, I think you're next. Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
Hold on. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay. I'm Kim.
I'm
And this
Brian.
is Brian. And who are you?
I'm Connor.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in kindergarten. And I'm Eve, and I'm in 4th grade.
Nice. Perfect. Also very well done. Well done. Caminers, please.
Hi, we're the Caminers. Lila is in 7th grade.
Eighth grade.
8th grade, sorry. My name is Sarah, and I'm in 4th grade. That is Joy.
I'm
She's
Joy.
not in school anymore.
I'm
And this
college
is Gail,
graduate.
who loves superheroes. Yay.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Oh, and
shalom. Well done. Shestak family, please. Hello. Unmute yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. How are you guys?
Hello. Who are you? What grades are we in? What's going
We're at
on?
the Shestak 5.
I'm Brianna.
I'm Adam, and these are our 3 kids. On my right is the oldest.
Where are
Do you
you?
want to introduce yourself?
Hannah, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And this is our middle.
My name is Noah, and I'm in kindergarten.
And this is the baby of the bunch, Sarah.
Who's in pre-K at NCC.
Nice. Well done, everyone. And then, well done, by the way. Very well done, everybody. Also, JR is on here, Jessica Rotterman. She is our brand new youth group director. You might not have seen her, but here she is. So she's going to tell you what her name is and what grade she's in.
Hi everyone, Shabbat Shalom. My actual name is Jessica. Some people call me Jess, but here everyone calls me JR. So JR. I'm not in any grade, but I'm in every grade because I'm with all of you guys. So happy to be here. Shabbat Shalom.
Well done. Freudenbergers, who are you people?
Oh, you guys see us every week.
Yes, you do.
But so do you guys want to, you have your own microphone tonight, so you're going to introduce yourself?
Oh, first me.
Okay, go Ada.
Hi, my name is Ada. I am in kindergarten, and I'm 5 years old.
I'm Arya, and I'm going to be in 4th grade next week.
Yeah.
And she's 9.
All right, and this is Mr. Cantor Sarah, our IT, our tech person, our sound person, our video editor, and resident trombonist.
Daddy!
I think it's like 28th grade. I'm starting in 28th grade.
And he has a name.
Peter.
Peter. Oh yeah, his name is Peter.
His name is actually Peter.
We just call him Mr. Cantor Sarah.
But I
Good.
call him Daddy.
Okay.
That's nice. That's good. I'm Rabbi Keller. If you don't know, my wife is Lisa. She's somewhere around here. I have two boys. They go to Donna Klein. They are in 7th grade. Bar mitzvah coming up in November, and I got a 4th grader. So we are excited. They're also in SLJ, so they go to Donna Klein and SLJ. So we are excited to have you. I'm just going to throw up on the screen for a second, if you're interested in follow along with us, in our virtual prayer book. I just want to show it to you just for a second, and then I'm going to take it back down. But I want you to see it, and I want you to be able to follow along with us if you wish. So here's what you have to do. You have to go onto the World Wide Web, however you do that. You're going to go to worship. You're going to go over here to Shabbat services. You hit Shabbat services. Our website is going to take you to the proper place, I hope. You are going to go down the page until it says, click here to view our virtual prayer book. And all you have to do is hit that button, and it will take you to, it says Shabbat, and you hit that, and it takes you to the virtual prayer book. So I wanted you to see that so you can follow along with us, and we're giving some page numbers out, or you have your own physical books. But I just wanted you to see that so that if you wanted to follow along with us, you could. So I think I explained everything I needed to explain. Before we start our service. So again, welcome, Shabbat Shalom, and we're going to continue now with the lighting of Shabbat candles, and we are going to invite the Shestak family to do that with us. And we're on page 2 if you're following along in your Siddur virtually or in person. But you're on mute, Shestak, so yeah, don't forget to do that. Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Well done. Well done. That was fabulous. So now we officially are within Shabbat now that the candles are lit. Thank you very much. And we can sort of feel the presence of Shabbat, feel maybe the relaxation set in from the long week. Maybe take a deep breath, let out that week, move it into Shabbat so we can all be relaxed. And we're going to continue by further sanctifying the Sabbath with Kiddush, with our blessings of Kiddush, and that is coming from the Nottingham family. So thank you. I just turned one page if you're following along in your Siddur. We're on page 5 now, if you're following along, and we're going to continue along with the Nottingham.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
And then we
Perfect. You're going to have some? Yeah, yum. 70, 74, 75. What was the vintage you think? You think it was?
it's sparkling apple cider.
Oh, it's sparkling. That's
sparkling.
fun. That's fun. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We are officially in. The candles are lit. We've sanctified the day with our wine, with our Kiddush, and we're going to continue now with Kabbalat Shabbat, with bringing in the Sabbath bride into our midst, further reminding us that we should relax and let go of the week and move into peace and serenity. So if you're following along in your prayer book, we're on page 13. We're going to continue now with Psalm 96, Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Shiru Kol Haaretz Shiru Ladonai. Sing to you a new song, everyone. Sing to you a new song. Sing a song to God. All the earth is singing a new song. When we are together, we sing a song to God, Shir Chadash, a new song unto God. Shiru, Shiru, L'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru, Kol Haaretz, Shiru L'Adonai. Sing to you a new song, sing a song to God. All the earth is singing a new song. When we are together, we sing a song to God, Shir Chadash, a new song unto God.
We're going to continue with our Kabbalat Shabbat, with bringing in officially the Sabbath with Lecha Dodi, written by a guy named Shlomo Halevi. If you don't believe me, he signed it with the verses of the actual prayer. He wanted to make sure for all time everyone knew that Shlomo Halevi wrote Lecha Dodi, and now we know it because he took the first letter of each paragraph and spelled out his name, Shlomo Halevi. Very clever. That's Shlomo Halevi. So we're going to continue. We're going to doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to verse 9, if you wish to stand, because you're at home, you can choose to others. If we were in the sanctuary, we'd ask you to stand. But since you're home, it's up to you. So that's going to be for verse number 9. But we're going to continue now. Lecha Dodi on page 20, if you're following along in your Siddur.
Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, Ushmo echad, L'shem ol tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tila. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva orech kumi uri, uri iri, shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayk nigla. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'sochola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likot Kala, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela.
Love the trombone in there. So good.
When trombone makes sense for a song, I happen to have a trombone player right here. So
yeah, it's very good. Trombones
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. We're gonna not let go of Kabbalat Shabbat. One more before we move into the center part of our service, and that's with Shalom Aleichem, and that's on page 24.
Yes, and this is a call and response. So even though you're muted, the rest of you guys in this Zoom room, I can see if you're singing or not. So you're gonna and the response part, my girls are gonna. I don't know which side they are. My girls are gonna demonstrate for you. Okay. When you come, and when you go, peace to you, peace to you. When you reap, and when you sow, peace to you, peace to you. When you give, and when you take, peace to you, peace to you. When you sleep, and when you wake, peace to you, peace to you. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Peace to you, peace to you. When you hear, and when you speak, peace to you, peace to you. When you're strong, and when you're weak, peace to you, peace to you. When you think, and when you pray, peace to you, peace to you. Every breath, and every day, peace to you, peace to you. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Peace to you, peace to you. When you love, and when you learn, peace to you, peace to you. When you have, and when you yearn, peace to you, peace to you. When you laugh, and when you grieve, peace to you, peace to you. When you enter, and when you leave, peace to you, peace to you.
So we have to say goodbye to Kabbalat Shabbat, but because we're in it, I mean, we're officially in now, which is really fabulous. And we are going to continue with the great separator that separates Kabbalat Shabbat into the regular service, which is Chatzi Kaddish, which is on page 26.
Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash shmei Rabba Be'almad yivrach yirutei ve'yamlech malchutei B'chayechon u'vyom echon u'v'chayetecho bet Yisrael Bagala bagala u'vizman kariv v'yimeru Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam U'Lalmei Almaya Yitzbarach Yitzbarach V'yishtabach V'yitzpa'ar V'yitrama V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'Kudesha B'rihu Leila Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'yimeru.
Continue with our call to worship, Baruch Hu, which is on page 28. Again, if you wish to stand wherever you are, this would be a time to stand. Otherwise, remain comfortable. 28. You're juggling your fan. Cantor Sarah, just so you know, her AC is broken. So if you hear us out there, think of what that must feel like. I believe they're probably sitting in like almost 90 degrees in their house. So I think she's probably getting fans set up so that no one passes out during the service. So that's probably what's happening. Is my guess. Probably ice packs are coming from the back of the house is my guess.
La 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
We now thank God for making night with Ma'ariv Aravim with a really cool melody to do it. If you don't know it, it's really very campy. It's a lot of URJ, Jewish camps, not just URJ camps, but camps in general, Jewish camps. Thank you. Cantor Sarah's already rocking out to it. She hasn't even started yet, and it's going to be really, really fabulous. You're going to hear it. It's called Roll into Dark. It's actually pretty cool.
So the words are just roll into dark, roll into light. And I just want to say, you guys are singing along amazing. Here we go. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshech, kolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into night. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Baruch Ata Adonai HaMa'ariv
everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life. And doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And the Kodash family is going to help us now with Shema Ve'ahavta as we continue on page 34 and 35.
Sorry.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Malchuta Leolam Va'ed.
Perfect. We continue on 36. Ve'ahavta. Everyone can join in if they want to.
Yeah, everybody. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet.
So we are about to slowly move into Michamocha, but for us to get there, for us to feel the presence of Michamocha, we're going to ask JR to help us set the mode, set the feeling as we move in to our prayer.
Awesome. I have some words from Marion Mackles. The courage to dream, the courage to love, the courage to give way to your desires, the courage to close your eyes at night and put your trust in a world that you have no power over, the courage to open your eyes, get out of bed and say yes to whatever is thrown in your path, the hope for the answers to questions that you had the courage to ask, the hope that you have the courage to hear the answer, the courage to watch your loved ones walk out of the door, disappearing into the future, your past, the courage to dare to hope, the courage to let go, the courage to ask for forgiveness, the hope that you're heard, the courage to forgive. May all have an amazing Shabbat full of courage.
With that courage, we are going to enter the sea into Michamocha on page 40.
Of course I'm ready. I'm ready all the time.
Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la la la. Yeah, la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha netar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot osef התהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Everyone on Yailai, Yailai, la 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 la, Yailai, la 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 la, Yailai, la la la, Yailai, la la la, Yailai, la la, Yailai, la la la. Yailai, la 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 la, Yailai, la 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 la, Yailai, la la la, Yailai, la la la, Yailai, la la, Yailai, la la la.
As day turns to night, we reflect on what nighttime is. How our brightness in our day changes to the darkness, and sometimes the darkness can be overwhelming for us, either literally every night or sometimes over a cloud of challenge that we have, a challenge that we're trying to experience, that we are experiencing either personally or collectively as a community. And yet we have this prayer of Hashkivenu that asks God to spread over us God's canopy, God's protective shield over us as we sleep, so that we can rest, so that we can be in community, and so that when we rise up, we can be strong and feel protected by the presence of God. And so we are thankful for the rabbis to make this prayer of Hashkivenu for us, which is on page 42.
Yes.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomerenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
We continue now with the Amidah, which is begins on page 46. Again, one of those prayers that we stand for. So if it is your custom to be standing, this would be the time to do so. Otherwise, again, enjoy Shabbat and be comfortable in your home. We begin on 46.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'Zrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofeh Cholim, Umatir Hasurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melech, Melech Meimid Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Ata L'chayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We take some time now for our own silent prayers or thoughts or meditations. We are on page 52 where we just finished. We can go through page 62. So if you're following along in your Siddur, it's time for you to, if you'd like to reflect on the pages in the book or whatever you are thinking about on this Shabbat. Once again, silent prayer from 52 to 62. We're going to continue now with our prayer for peace, Oseh Shalom. But to do that, we need the Kammeners who are going to be doing Oseh Shalom with us. And not just with us, but also, I believe, with a ukulele, which is pretty awesome.
You ready?
Oseh Shalom ben Roman, Uyasi Shalom Aleinu, Ve'amu Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen. Yasi Shalom,
maybe the rabbis intended for ukulele to be part of a Shalom. I think it's written somewhere. I think it's in some Jewish text. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of Jewish text, this week we talk about the Torah portion called Ki Tetzeh. Oh, you're showing off your uke. You guys have a bunch of ukes over there. Yeah, I do not. All I have is this. He doesn't do it. He doesn't make any music. So speaking of Jewish text, the Torah portion this week is called Ki Tetzeh, and it's an awesome one. I'm going to just talk a little bit about it, but if you really want to hear the essence of Ki Tetzeh, you should join us if you'd like. Either you have two options: 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for Torah study, or at 10 a.m. for the first time in a long time. You can zoom into the YouTube channel and hear our bat mitzvah, Marin, talk about the Torah portion, which is going to be awesome. So I'm just going to mention it very briefly, but what's interesting about it is Ki Tetzeh means when you leave or when you go out, and it talks about when the Israelites are sort of going to they're not in the land not in Israel yet, but they're going to sort of go out, and when they do their rules of engagement, and one of the rules of engagement is what we're going to talk about tonight, and that has to do with a feeling that everyone has had before. Every single person in the Zoom room is my guest, and every single person who is listening has had this feeling, and that is the second you feel like you lost something. You're like, something really precious to you, like, wait a second, like you can't find your necklace, or you can't find your wallet, or you can't find your keys, or you can't find your phone. How many people have freaked out because you can't find your, oh my God, where's my phone? Oh my God, where's my phone? Right? So we got people pointing to each other in families like, this one freaks out. Yeah, this one. So yes, so there is this feeling like this, this like incredibly horrible feeling that we feel when we lose something, and the Torah portion actually goes into talking about lost objects. I'm only going to talk about it just for a second, again, because Marin's going to really talk about it, and I'm not taking her thunder at all. But there is this sense of this sort of this feeling of this loss. And what's interesting is that if you find something that's lost, this is the crazy part, you have to try and find its owner. So if you find a watch, or if you find I don't know, some kind of other object, a hat, a necklace, some dirty socks. But mostly what's interesting is if you find, let's say you find your neighbor's sheep, you have to take care of it. It says so in the Torah. So how many people have ever found their neighbor's sheep wandering around? Anyone? I have not. Anyone find a neighbor's goat, ox, maybe? The Torah says you have to take care of it until the owner comes to claim it. So if you find an ox on the road, you have to hold on to said ox until the owner shows up. That means you have to feed the ox, you have to take care of the ox. You can't just be like, I don't care about the ox or the sheep or the cow or the squirrel. You're responsible for taking care of these things, these animals. So it's very interesting. So now I'm going to flip it a little bit, and we're going to invite everyone in the Zoom room to actually say something that's precious to them, not something they lost, but something like an heirloom or something that speaks about their family. So we're going to open up the Zoom rooms. We'll go in reverse alphabetical order this time, because we did alphabetical order the first time, so we'll do reverse alphabetical order. We'll still have the nodding hand start though, because we'll have Nottingham start because she's the bat mitzvah. So she gets to start because she's the bat mitzvah, and then we're going to do reverse alphabetical order. So Shestak, you're on deck. Just be prepared. Okay, all right, Nottinghams. What object do you have, and tell us its significance?
I have my great grandmother's bracelet. It was my grandpa's mom's, and she loved it very much and wore it every day. And it was given to me for my bat mitzvah. So
Oh, that is so nice. I actually like felt that. That was so lovely. Oh my God, you're gonna wear it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. Thank you. Oh, it's such a good story. Okay, thank you very much. Well done, Nottinghams. Okay, reverse alphabetical order. Shestax, you're up. You're still on mute.
Oh man, those corners on a Mac are tricky. Ooh. Okay, so this bowl was my parents' prized possession. They both passed a little more than a year ago now, and this bowl they fell in love with, and it is a crystal Nacht bowl, which represents the pogrom in Nazi Germany. So it's significant because it was my parents and it was something they loved very much, but it is significant also because now we have it. So if you want to talk about something that's lost and found, it gets pretty deep with this. So.
Thank you. And it's lovely. It's very pretty. It looks heavy. Is it very heavy? It seems very heavy. You put yourself back on mute, but I think you were acknowledging.
Dangerous. It's dangerous for small children. It hides.
Oh, it's dangerous for small children. That's true. I understand. Yeah, that's nice. My wife would hide it from me as well, not just to small children, because I feel like that's something to break. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kemeners. Kodashes, you're on deck.
So this is a photograph taken when my grandfather was about 5 years old. We think around 1914. And this is all his family, his brothers and sisters, and my great-grandparents. And right now it's my mom's picture. And I guess one day it'll become mine and one day it'll become theirs. And this is my grandfather over here. And I know you won't see this on Zoom, but he has a little rip in his stockings, if you will, because he tripped on the way to the photo to take the photo. So that's how we always know who my grandfather is. He's the one with the ripped stocking.
I bet if you take it out of the frame, it would turn to dust.
That's it. So yeah, so we figure the picture's about 106, 107 years old.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. I also like the stocking insider information. That's really awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, Kodashes, you're up.
Is this painting? It belonged to my great-grandmother, who I'm named after. Her name was Edie, and my name is Eve, and it's really special to us.
And we had to ship it all the way from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania when she passed. It was quite the feat, but it had my name on the post-it because I asked for it when I was 3 years old.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. It looks beautiful. It looks very large too. It looks beautiful. Oh, thank you. JR, do you want to share something?
Sure. So mine is also from grandparents. It's a plate, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. It was my grandma's and she passed away, and ever since I've had it, it's traveled with me everywhere. And it reminds me to pay attention to detail because she was very much into that. So that's how I get to know people, by noting the details.
Thank you. You are detail oriented and we appreciate that. Thank you. Freudenbergers, do you have anything? Is your heirloom your special object, your beautiful family?
Yeah, we have a lot of instruments. I was thinking about this. I did not get this question in advance, but we have a lot of instruments, like a lot. Okay. So I remember last year when we were leaving for the hurricane, we left and we were like, okay, which instruments do you bring, in the hurricane if you're evacuating? So that's kind of like an exercise in what is precious. But obviously our family is precious, and we did take several instruments with us. So I would say all of our instruments are very precious to us.
You didn't take the tuba with you?
Did we take? No, I don't think the tuba made the cut.
No.
I
Okay,
took
great.
my.
I fell off a truck.
We took this guitar that I play all the time now is my Ed Sheeran Little Martin is my
Clearly.
number one guitar right now.
Clearly.
Out of several, and we couldn't take our piano, unfortunately, but I love our piano.
It's hard to put the piano in the car. It's hard. I will just share very quickly. This is my wife's great grandmother's matzah cover that she handmade. And if you know, you're supposed to have the 3 sections for the matzah, right? For the Kohanim, for the Leviim, and for the Israelites. And I don't know if you can see, but she made like the different flaps for each section inside of the matzah cover. And it's really stunning. And we use it clearly for all of our Passovers. And it has also traveled with us all over whenever we were doing Passovers all over the place. So thank you everyone for sharing these objects. And I bring this up to you as we conclude our chat with the fact that not only are these are connected to us, but by sharing the things that are important to us, they become important to our community, which means I think the Torah knew what it was talking about, because it said, if you find something, it's your obligation to return it, because you have no idea the level of what this object is, the importance of this level of this object for someone else. I think that's what the Torah is telling us, that it might not look like anything to you, but to someone else, it's this very precious object. And so it connects to this idea that Kol Yisrael Aravim Zabazeh, that all of Israel is intermingled with each other, and it becomes our job to take care of each other no matter what. So thank you all for taking care of these objects and bringing them to our attention. And now the moral of the story is, if you see your neighbor's ox walking around the neighborhood, it's your responsibility to take care of it. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to continue with our idea of community and our connection to our community with Misha Berach, our blessings and our hope for healing, a physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. We wish a refuah shlema, a speedy recovery, if of course possible, to Deborah Benson and Alvin Yarkin, Charlotte Kammer, Richard Levine, Nicole McKevitt, Michelle Kingen, Karen Silver, Sheila Butler, Carol Porowich, Elliot Porowich, Chava Leah, but Esther, Rachel Glatt, Josh Bernstein, Margot Engel, David Schwartz, Casey Rosenmeyer, Marcia Schiller Silverstein, Avira Chavez, Gary Bandel, Victoria Athis, Chana, Rachel Bat Dvora, Baruch Ben Pnina, Shelby Caben, Thelma Fisher, Elliot Kleinberg, Hannah Zagel, Naomi Kirstein, Lori Chazen Hurwitz, Ben Evans, Tammy Shestak Lipsky, Claire Weiss, Linda Freilich, Heshi Glatt, Richard Stransky, Shachar Karen, Alex Sanchez, Deborah, Israel Mordechai, Yehuda, Ben Ita, Trip Ravenfield, Rhoda Friedman, Mindy and Don, Jason, Paul, Nancy Carroll, Svi Herschel, Shai Ben Gittel, Daniel Seltzer, Kaufman, Marlene Pollock, Gerald Goldberger, Norma Friel, Julie Miller, Ilsa Camis, Rana Young, Ben Tankus, Spartan Weissman, Jacob Bootsy, Irene Albert, Sharon Schutzman, Gloria Bernstein, Barbara Winkler, Jordan Stein, Elizabeth Solomon. To those names, we had any name that you would like to add here in the Zoom room, you can unmute yourself and share that name, or of course, anyone, please write it in the chat into YouTube if you're sharing that name with us. In a moment, we'll continue with Misha Berach, which is on page 253.
Misha Avotenu Mekor Mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Just some very quick announcements for you on this fine Erev Shabbat. A special shout out to Susan and Neil Schweitzer, grandparents to Aiden James, Mazel Tov. That is huge. So Mazel Tov to you. And then we have some announcements from Robin Rubinoff on behalf of the Board of Directors, and just a quick shout out from JR about some fun youth stuff coming up.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Want to wish a huge Mazel Tov to Marin and the whole Nottingham family on her bat mitzvah tomorrow. We're so proud and so thrilled for you to have a wonderful celebration. Thank you so much to all the families who participated in the service tonight and for sharing your personal stories. I wish that I had had my kids here with me, but they're long SLJ graduates, 24 and 21, and they don't even live here anymore. But it was a thrill to be a part of it, and I'm so excited for the start of SLJ in a few weeks. I hope you all are as well. Upcoming high holidays, looking forward to seeing everybody on Zoom, on YouTube, however we can all still celebrate and be a community. So Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Just letting you know that we're going to have an amazing service for high holidays, for Rosh Hashanah and for Yom Kippur and SLJ. So please join us. We're going to have a very, very fun time. It's going to be very introspective through Zoom, connecting all of us together. So I really hope to see you there. We're going to sing a lot and have a lot of fun and learn. And we have amazing activities coming up in October for our youth groups. So make sure to follow us on Instagram to stay connected. And I'll see you soon through Zoom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
We're going to begin to conclude our service with Aleinu, which is on page 282. And once again, if you wish to stand, this would be the time to do so.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoralinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני
We transition now to Kadisha Tom, to Mourner's Kaddish. We think of those in our community who are currently in the period of Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period, and the yortzites that occur for us on this Shabbat. In Shloshim, Susan Hyman, Robert Weber, Judith Garber, and our yortzites that occur for us on the Shabbat: Henry Barak, Julio Barrios, Frederica Berliner, Richard Blyer, Bertha Cohen, Harvey Cohen, Marilyn Cohen, Sanford Dworkin, Loretta Foster, Irving Freezer, Geraldine Gershon, A. Irvin Goldberg, Jean Golden, Lloyd Gottesman, Alan Greenberg, Lottie Haas, Bernice Hildebrand, Leah Kaminsky, Bernard Metzger, Arthur Perkins, Hildegard Pythian, Henry Raffin, Stanley Rich, Philip Rosen, Molly Rosenberg, Amalia Salmon, Robert Schwartz, Esther Shaw, Charles Sherman, Lenore Siegel, Joyce Slobeski Pessis, Evelyn Spivak, Wilfred Stark, Alice Stavsky, Robert Tankus, Benjamin Tanner, Gregory Vitterman, Stanley Wiener, Joyce Weissman, Zelda Weissman. To those names, we had any name that you would like to add again into the Zoom room here or out in YouTube YouTube on the chat. We'll continue with Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 294. Yitkadal v'kadash shmei Rabbah, v'almad yivrach hiruteh v'amlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chay dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala b'zman kariv v'imru amen. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel. As together we say, Amen. We are going to conclude our service this morning with Adon Olam, which can be found on page 321 if you're following along. But you should know that this is a trombone-friendly Adon Olam. So we actually have a trombone player, so he's gonna be playing it, but everyone has to, everyone practice this, come on, practice your trombone. There are gonna be a lot of trombone moments, and you'll see me doing it, and you have to do it too. It is a trombone friendly, it's again, the rabbis got together and they thought, I do think that it's perfect for ukulele to be in a Oseh Shalom, and I also think trombone is perfect for Adon Olam. Very important. So we're on page 321, and here we go, the trombone-friendly Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Lev Nasa, V'hefsoko. Adon
That is how you do the trombone-friendly Adon Olam people. That was fabulous. Thank you for everyone who is in the Zoom room. Kameners, Shestax, Kodash family, Nottingham family. Tomorrow morning, don't forget, at the synagogue, woo, bat mitzvah. So nice to have Ram Rubinov here and JR here and all of you out there in the YouTube land. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Freudenbergers, for holding up signs and music and singing and trombones. Really fabulous. Adonai oz la'amo yiten. Adonai v'rech et amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto our people. Continue bless us with hope. Bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.